Hey, this is the C&D channel. I'm Chris. This is Dave, and this is MMA for you. We're going to give you a preview on WEC 52, Faber versus Mizugaki. Going to happen this Thursday, November 11th. Before we get into this, let's just thank our sponsor, GoBusiness123.com, and please visit the C&D channel. We're going to put a lot of content on there, and if you want to leave any messages or replies, please do. Okay, let's get to this. First fight on the undercard is McDemenis Semezer versus Cub Swanson. I'm going to go with Semezer to win this one. Next fight after that is Yves Debreen versus Brandon Vischer. I'm going with Yves Debreen to beat that to win this one. After that is Clint Godfrey versus Michael McDonald. I'm going to go with Michael McDonald for that one as well. After that is Zach Micklewright versus Dustin Poirier. I'm going to go with Micklewright to win that one. After that is Edward Faloloto versus Anthony Njokuani. I'm really hoping Njokuani wins this. I'm going to go with Njokuani. I want to see Njokuani in DFC and like do crazy head kicks like he did to Chris Hordesky. And finally, this one's really close. It's LC Davis versus Rafael Assunção. Davis is really good wrestling, but I want to go with LC, but I am going to go with Assunção because of the jiu-jitsu factor. Okay, so that's it for the undercards. Let's go to the main card. Demetrius Johnson is going to go up against the Angel of Death, Damacio Page. I gotta go with Demetrius Johnson in this one. He's just explosive against Pickett when he's on the bottom, man. This guy gets up like nothing. I mean, this guy, he does have good striking. He is a little smaller for the bantamweights, so yeah. Well, what's up, man? I mean, your guy. Yeah.
Well, you gotta understand. My guy is called Angel of Death, right? Well, what does that mean? That means he has a one punch KO power.
Yeah, I know. Damacio Page actually has some good wins under the WEC banner, but Demetrius Johnson, I think he's just more of a prospect here. He's quick, he's athletic. It's really exciting to watch. I think he'll beat him with quickness.
Is this an emotional pick, or this is truly you think the guy?
No, I think Demetrius Johnson, just skill wise, has just got it going on.
But he's small though. Is he able to take a couple punch? Have he been tested by people punching?
Well, if he doesn't get punched, he wouldn't have to deal with that.
I understand that, but that's the same thing to say Brock Lesnar doesn't get punched.
Well, no, this is not a Brock Lesnar case. Brock Lesnar, yeah, this is a guy who's been fighting for a while. And sometimes take some punches.
Fine, alright. If you guy, doesn't get punches, and this is MMA, I don't know how he's not getting punches, but anyway, so.
I just think, in this case, speed over strength.
Alright, you speed, I strength. Okay.
Next, Joseph Benavidez is going to fight Wagner Fabiano. Really good fight here. I think it's very equal. I'm going with Benavidez. He's a Team Alpha Male guy. Very aggressive. His cardio is really good. His wrestling's really good. He's strong for his size. The only problem is he's always at a reach and height disadvantage. That's the thing.
I understand. I mean, this is a pretty equal fight. I understand why you pick Joseph. I have to say, Weekly, just because again, the size matter.
Well, dude, the low guy's really strong, man. I mean, he can take down guys that are a lot bigger than him. He's done it before, whether it's Curran, maybe not Dominic Cruz so much, but he's a champion.
You know what my guy's jiu-jitsu teacher is, right? You know who he trained with, right?
I know he trains with Aldo, and Aldo is crazy. Nova Uniao. This is why I think this is a really close fight.
Fine. You talking about the Johnson gonna dodge the punch. Are you gonna say that my guy cannot jiu-jitsu, your guy is not gonna he gonna dodge a submission too?
Well, Benavidez, it's not like he's been like submitted or anything. He's good at submission defense. His wrestling's really good. His submission defense is pretty good too. That's the thing. He's not that bad. He's only lost to like Dominic Cruz. You know, he's only lost to one guy in two separate fights. That's it.
Okay, I give that. I respect that. So, anyway, the reason I pick Micah just because he's great jiu-jitsu. He trained with a great jiu-jitsu Aldo.
Well, featherweight champion Jose Aldo.
Yeah, I mean he's great teacher. So that's my 2 cents. Okay, next one.
Next is Eric Coach versus Francisco Rivera.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with Coach. It's just he's proven. Francisco Rivera's taking this fight on short notice. He's only like 5-0. I mean, he's still pretty green. You know, there's something to be said about prospects. You know, sometimes they will, amaze you, but then there's other times where and Coach is still a prospect, or Koch is still a prospect. In his own right, he's only lost to Chad Money Mendez, who's actually in the next fight. So we got.
Yeah, Coach. I agree with you this one. I mean, really looking at Coach's background, he has a great wrestling, great jiu-jitsu. I think that comes very handy.
Yeah.
Every time you have a guy who has a good wrestling, it's already a little bit have an advantage. Then next thing you know, he have a good jiu-jitsu. Then he can use his position to help him. I think this might be a good fight for Coach.
Yeah. Against Mendez, he actually managed to stuff a takedown. I mean, Mendez did not have an easy time with Coach. That's the thing. So yeah, but that just actually segues to our co-main event of Chad Money Mendez versus Javier Vasquez.
You picked Chad, right?
No, Chad's good, man. That guy is a mega prospect. I mean, Team Alpha Male guy. I'm gonna go with Javier Vasquez because, man, that his level of jiu-jitsu. I mean, he is actually one of the trainers for ATT, if I'm not mistaken, for American Top Team.
Well, I see where you're coming from, but give me more detail. Why? Because I mean, this is you talk about.
Well, think about jiu-jitsu. We do jiu-jitsu.
Yes.
Mendez, mainly a wrestler. Look at his last fight against Cub Swanson. Took him down, kind of laid on him. You take a black belt, like a legit black belt in jiu-jitsu down, what world do you go into?
Jiu-jitsu world.
Yeah. However, Mendez is undefeated, and his wrestling could potentially stifle any jiu-jitsu.
Well, the thing is, I'm saying I mean, I agree with you. Javi has great jiu-jitsu. There's no doubt about it. The thing is, when you're with wrestling guy, I mean, they have a good position control. Not like we cannot escape. They constantly take down, constantly just impose, and then I scared judge if this go down to a decision. I scared the scorecard will go to Chad rather than Javier.
Fair assessment. Actually, Javier Mendez has actually lost to a guy in the undercard, LC Davis and Davidas Tersavicius, who are mainly wrestlers. So that's why I am also a little like.
But I do agree with you. If Javier get a chance and able to and find out, choose a moment, he can possibly submit the chat. But my problem is a lot of jiu-jitsu practitioners try to do that with a wrestler. It's tough chance, it's just very tough. So
yeah, well,
the main event.
Well, let's just go to the main event. The California Kid is gonna fight Takeya Mizugaki.
Ooh, good fight.
Yeah, it's a good fight. I gotta go with the California Kid. My only problem is first time he's gonna cut to 135.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's actually cut there back in his wrestling days, but in MMA, he's fought at 145 primarily.
Yeah. I understand your concern, but he's California Kid, right? So.
Oh, his cardio, his pace. I mean, his wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
He can stand with Mizugaki, which I think he should not. The thing is, Mizugaki, he's a pretty good striker in his own right. Watch the Miguel Torres fight. If you watch Uriah Faber, he could get reckless. I mean, he did he tried to do a back elbow on Mike Brown and he got uppercutted, to hell. And he's a bit reckless in his striking. It's unorthodox, but at the same time, it's not. It'll get him by against Mizugaki, I think.
Well, again, that's fine. I just don't want he to default so much, everything on striking. I think he should utilize his wrestling technique and help him to get a position. A 1-2 punch takedown. Mount. I think this fight, he's a favorite in this fight, but depends how he want to play the game. I don't know. His gameplay is up there, so but I still support him.
Yeah. Oh no, like Faber's only lost like Mike Thomas Brown twice. Even in the second fight, he was fighting with broken hands.
No.
He's like elbowing Mike Brown, and then he's lost to Aldo, but Aldo's just on a different league.
Aldo is out there.
Yeah, he's on a whole different place. Also Mizugaki's like on a 2. He's 2-2 in the WEC. And I'm going to be perfectly honest here. I think that Mizugaki is kind of just a tailor-made opponent for Faber. I mean, he's a tough... It's one of those cases where it's like, okay, it's Faber's first fight into 135, right?
Yes.
But you want to find tough, credible, but beatable.
Of course.
Oh, Mizugaki. You know what I mean? It's just like, okay, he's a tough opponent. He's credible. He has some good fights.
Exactly.
He's main evented, and then, but at the same time, it's someone that Faber could beat.
Absolutely. Again, but just watch. Faber have to watch all the jiu-jitsu, the submission. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, go to the C&D channel and check out my fighter breakdowns for the main card of this. For the main card of this event, I have all the strengths and weaknesses of these guys, and I'm gonna have the fighter breakdowns for UFC 122, which is 2 days after this.
Yeah, please come and check out the website. He spent so much time to analyze this.
Yeah, cool.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Please leave any comments below, and yeah, that's all for MMA for you. Thank you guys.
Thank you.